Assalamualaikum. Today's topic for FSC Part 1 is percentage composition. Generally, we define percentage as the number of parts of anything in total of 100 parts. Percentage may be defined as the number of parts in total of 100 parts. If a person has 100 rupees and he has lost 2 rupees, then his loss percentage will be 2%. The percentage of element in a compound, according to this definition, the percentage of element in a compound, according to general definition of percentage, that number of parts in total of 100 parts, the percentage of an element in a compound means the mass of element in grams which is present in 100 grams of the compound. Mathematically, we can calculate the percentage by the relation. Mathematically, we can write percentage of element is equal to mass of element divided by molar mass of compound. Molar mass is the formula weight or molecular weight expressed in grams. Mass of element divided by molar mass of compound into 100. It is the general formula which is used for calculation of percentage of element. Or alternatively, we can write percentage of element in a compound is equal to atomic mass of element into number of atoms of the element divided by molar mass of compound into 100. Let us consider the simplest example, which is the calculation of percentage of hydrogen and oxygen in water. Let we take the simplest example. We are asked to calculate the percentage of hydrogen and oxygen in water, or we are asked to calculate the percentage composition of water. To find out the percentage composition of water, we know that molar mass of water can be obtained. Water contains 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atoms, so it has 2 into 1 grams of hydrogen and 1 into 16. So the molar mass of water is 18 grams per mole. Now the percentage of hydrogen means the mass of hydrogen which is present in the compound. We can write the mass of hydrogen is 2, the molar mass of compound is 18 into 100, so we get 11.11%. Or alternatively, we can write this quantity. We can write the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 and the number of atoms present in water are 2. Therefore, we can also write it as 1 into 2 divided by 18 into 100. We get the same answer. Similarly, the percentage of oxygen in water is the mass of oxygen, which is 16, divided by molar mass is 18 into 100. We get the percentage 88.88%. Or alternatively, we can write the atomic mass of oxygen is 16, the number of atoms present in the compound is 1, 16 into 1 divided by 18 into 100, we get 88.8%. So we can use 2 different formulas to calculate the percentage of element. First one is total mass of element divided by molar mass of compound into 100, and the second one is percentage of element is equal to atomic mass of the element into number of atoms of the element present in the compound divided by molar mass of compound into 100. The same rule can also be applied for calculating the percentage of a component in a mixture of 2 substances. In that case, the formula will be percentage of a component of mixture is equal to mass of component divided by total mass of mixture into 100. Let us consider an example. Let us suppose we have 10 gram solder which contains 4 gram lead and 6 gram tin. What is the percentage of lead and tin in the mixture, in the solder? It is an alloy of lead and tin. Now the percentage of lead is equal to mass of lead, which is 4 grams. Mass of solder or mixture is 10 into 100. Now solder contains 40% lead. The percentage of tin in solder is equal to mass of tin, which is 6 grams, divided by mass of mixture, which is solder. Yeah, mass of alloy is 10 gram into 100. We get 60%. The solder is an alloy which contains 40% lead and 60% tin. Now when we come to organic compounds which contain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, then the percentage of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen in organic compounds is determined by a process, by a method which is known as combustion analysis. Percentage of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen in organic compounds is determined by a process which is known as combustion analysis. In combustion analysis, an apparatus is used which is known as combustion tube. It was made by a scientist whose name was Liebig. When combustion analysis, a known mass of organic compound, let us suppose we have X grams of compound, is taken in the combustion tube and burnt with oxygen. Let us suppose this compound contains carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Now this compound, a known mass of compound X gram, is taken in the combustion tube and burnt with oxygen, so that carbon of the compound is converted into carbon dioxide gas, hydrogen is converted into water in the form of vapors, and the unreacted oxygen which is obtained from the compound and the excess oxygen which is left from burning comes out. Now carbon dioxide is coming out of the combustion tube, water vapors are coming out of the combustion tube, and oxygen gas is also coming out of the combustion tube. Carbon dioxide is absorbed in a pre-weighed tube, a tube which has been already weighed. Carbon dioxide is absorbed in a pre-weighed tube containing potassium hydroxide. Water is absorbed in a second tube which contains magnesium perchlorate, MgClO4 whole twice, and it has the ability to absorb moisture while the oxygen exits from the tube. The mass of tube containing potassium hydroxide increases, and from increase in mass of tube A, let us suppose it is in tube A and magnesium perchlorate is present in tube B, the increase in mass of tube A, let us suppose it is Y grams, is the mass of carbon dioxide. And similarly, the increase in mass of tube B, let us suppose it is Z grams, is the mass, gives the mass of water. Now we have three known quantities. We know the mass of organic compound which was burnt in the combustion tube. We know the mass of carbon dioxide which was produced during the process of burning, and it was absorbed in potassium hydroxide, thereby increasing its mass. we know the mass of water vapors which were produced during the burning of compound. All the hydrogen was converted to water, and the mass of water was determined by increase in mass of tube B. Now from these three quantities, from the mass of organic compound which is X, the mass of carbon dioxide which is Y, and the mass of water which is Z, we can calculate the percentages by using three different relations. The relationship for calculating the percentage of carbon is mass of carbon dioxide divided by mass of carbon, mass of organic compound, into 12 by 44 into 100. It is the percentage factor. We know that 44 grams of CO2 contains 12 gram of carbon, then 100 gram will contain how much carbon, and it will be the percentage. Now in this case, specific case, we have considered the mass of CO2 to be equal to Y grams. Therefore we can write Y divided by X into 12 by 44 into 100. By putting the values of X and Y, we can calculate the percentage of carbon. Similarly, the percentage of hydrogen can be calculated by the formula mass of water produced divided by mass of organic compound that was burnt into 2 by 18 into 100. It is the percentage factor. We know that 18 gram water contain 2 grams of hydrogen, then the 100 gram will contain and how much hydrogen, and it will be considered the percentage of hydrogen. Now in this case, we have supposed that the mass of water produced is Z grams. Therefore we can write Z by X into 2 by 18 into 100. It will give the percentage of hydrogen. Now the percentage, there is no direct method for determining the percentage of oxygen. We add up the percentages of carbon and the percentage of hydrogen and subtract it from 100. Thus the percentage of oxygen can be calculated by the formula 100 minus percentage of carbon plus percentage of hydrogen. If the collective percentage of carbon and hydrogen is 90%, then the remaining 10% will be oxygen. Like this way, we can calculate the percentage of oxygen. Allah Hafiz.